Hello, piano students. This is Dr. Mario Ajero, professor of piano at Stephen F. Austin State University. And in this video, I want to teach you a chord progression that contains the following chords at the piano: the 1 chord, the 6 chord, the 4 chord, the 2-6 chord, the 1-6-4 or cadential 6-4, the 5-7, and then back to the 1 chord. I'm going to show it to you here in the key of C major first and then transpose it to a different key, and hopefully that will give you enough knowledge to be able to transpose it to any of the other keys in the on the diatonic scale here. So we're going to start off with C major. Notice how the bass line goes for this commonly used chord progression in Western culture music. It starts off on Do, and if you're following along, those of you who are in my class piano group piano classes at Stephen F. Austin State University. We're on page 316 from Alfred's Group Piano for Adults, Book 1. And follow the fingering as they suggest here. I'm playing it the left hand down an octave just so that you can see a bigger differentiation between my right hand and left hand. But I start with the tonic note C with my thumb. Then I play the 6th scale degree, La, with my third finger, because it goes down a minor third, and then it goes down a major third, down to F. I play the same F or Fa with my second finger. That way I can play the rest of the bass line with my thumb up a major second, same note, and then back down a perfect fifth to the tonic note 1 octave lower, like so here, okay? So again, if you use your solfege that you know, it should go Do, La, Fa, Fa, So, So, Do. Okay. And again, try to follow that fingering that is suggested here that goes 1, 3, 5, switch to 2, 1, 1, 5. If you stick with that fingering consistently across all the other keys, then the transposition will be a whole lot easier. Okay. As far as the right hand is concerned, the right hand starts off with C major. Even though it's just a Roman numeral 1 chord, I'm playing it in the first inversion because then the tonic note is on the top here, and that makes it easier to hear the tonic or the key note of the particular key that you're in here. Right? It's easier when you're accompanying singers or playing with other musicians as well here. Okay. The good news is for the very first few chords here, there's usually only one note that changes from one chord to the next. Okay. If you notice, the top note stays the same, the bottom note stays the same, but then the middle note moves up by a whole step. Okay. So it changes to the 6, and it's an A minor chord in second inversion. Since it's second inversion, I switch my fingering from 1, 2, 5 to 1, 3, 5. My third finger was already over that A, so that's the best fingering to use regardless of the key that you're in. The next chord, from the 6th chord to the 4 chord, notice how the thumb, or excuse me, the bottom note in the right hand moves up by a half step. It's easy here in C major because it's just white key to white key, but just remember there's no black key in between them, so when you're transposing to other keys, you're going to have to memorize that it's moving up by a half step, like so, okay? And then from there, notice from the 4 chord, it should be a happy 4 chord or major sound to it, so you know that you're doing it right. And then when you're going from the 4 chord to the 2 chord in the progression, notice the bottom 2 notes, the F and the A, stay the same, but then the top note moves up by a whole step. Okay, notice that it moves up by a whole step. But also, if you're following along in the book, you should be using the 1, 2, 5 fingering, since it's in that same first inversion that the 1 chord was in here. Okay, you'll thank me later. It doesn't put so much stress on your hand if you use the 1, 2, 5 fingering. And then now, when going from the 2-6 to the 1-6-4, the cadential 6-4, everything in the right hand moves down. Okay, remember that everything moves down. Now you do here in C major, it's easy because it's all white keys, but just make note here that the bottom note moved down by a half step, but then the top 2 notes, they moved up. Excuse me, they moved down by a whole step. Okay, so from the 2-6 chord to the 1-6-4 chord, everything moves down according to the scale, but just remember that the bottom note moves down by a half step, and then the top 2 notes move down by a whole step. Then we're almost at the home stretch here, the 5-7 chord. Notice that the middle note, in this case the G, stays the same, but then the outer voices move inwards. Notice how they move inwards? So then what you want to do is move your thumb up by a half step to the F, and your fourth finger is already over the B, the half step that top note has to move down. So I use the 1, 2, 4 fingering for this squishy 5/7 inversion of the 5/7 chord, like so. And then I just move that thumb back to where it needs to be and come back to the same first chord that I did there. Okay. So again, I can't stress enough the importance of making sure that you're organized with your fingerings. So make sure you're following the following fingerings in the right hand when you're putting it, practicing it hands separately. Right hand, 1, 2, 5 on the 1 chord, 1, 3, 5 for the 6 chord, 1, 3, 5 for the 4 chord, 1, 2, 5 for the 2, 6 chord, 1, 2, 5 for the 1, 6, 4 chord, 1, 2, 4 for the 5/7 chord, and then back to 1, 2, 5 for the 1 chord. Okay, I'm just kind of chuckling at myself because there's so many numbers in there that sounds really confusing if you don't think about it how it is here. But it will make sense when you actually go ahead and practice along with it here. So when you're putting it hands together, it should sound and look like this here. 1, 2, here I go. 1, hold, 6, then 4, then 2, 6, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1, and that's how it should go there. Okay. If I want to do it in another key, let me swap this out here for just a second here. Let's pick a different key. Let's do E major. All right, E major has 4 sharps in it. So you have F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp in the key signature. Remember those particular keys for the key signature. Let me play the bass line for it here, okay? So if you want to review over the E major scale, you can do so right now here. And then remember how the voices move in the bass line here. You start with your thumb on the tonic, which in this case would be E. And remember that you have to move down a minor third to C sharp here, because there is a C sharp. You don't want to hit the C natural because that's not in the key signature, okay? Then you move down a major third to the A with your 5th finger, and then you swap it out with your 2nd finger. Then you go up a major 2nd with your thumb on the So. In this case it's B. And then you go down a perfect 5th to the tonic note E. So again, it should be Do, La, Fa, Fa, So, So, Do. And that's the left hand bass line for you, okay? For the right hand, make sure that you get the first inversion. So find your E major root position and then invert that so that the E is on top like so here. And that's the starting point. And remember, how do the voices move here? When you're going from the 1 to the 6 chord, middle note moves up by a whole step. Next chord, the 4 chord, the bottom note moves up by a half step. Whose turn is it this time? It's the top note's turn this time. Top note moves up by a whole step. Okay? Make sure you get that F sharp in there, because if you hear the F natural, you hear how funny that sounds there. We don't want that. There's no none of those chords in this particular progression. We want the F sharp minor chord here. Okay? And then everything moves back down to where it was. What key were we in again? E major. And then here comes that squishy 5/7 chord. Middle note stays the same. Bottom note moves up by a half step. And then the top note moves down by a half step. And that's the 5/7 chord that you want there, okay? And then we come back to the 1 chord like so here, okay? So, any questions with how the right hand goes? Well, you'll send those to me when we do it here. Let me play through the whole progression now for you, so then you get a sense of what it looks like here. Ready? Here's the 1 chord first. Okay? Then I'm going to go to the 6 chord like this. to the 4 chord like this. Then I'm going to go to the 2/6 chord like this. And I'm going to go back to the 1 chord, but then I'm going to play where my thumb is on the 5th scale degree. So I get the cadential 6/4 chord there. And then I'm going to go to the 5/7 chord, use that 1, 2, 4 fingering that we talked about earlier, and then come back to the 1 chord like so here, okay? Any questions with that here? Let's give it a try here. So it should sound like this here if I play it in tempo. 1, 2, here I go. 1, 6, 4, 2, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. I know I went a little bit fast on that here, but if you want to go back and review over any of this video to go along with it, you're welcome to do so. Also, don't hesitate to either comment on this video or email me at ajeromp@sfasu.edu, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have here, okay? And good luck practicing. Thanks. Bye.